So in this tutorial, it's split up into sections where you can easily skip to where you see the drums, the melodies, the song structure, and also in your description you'll find the download link for this project file. Yes, the project file is available for free download, so you can easily follow up with this lesson. All right, now, so here is the beats. I'm going to play it back so we'll listen, and then we're going to break it all apart. Let's listen. So before we get deep into the lesson, I want to let you know that I do offer one-on-one private lessons where I teach people like you how to make much better music in no time, within 4 to 6 or even 8 weeks, depends on the package you pick, right? It's very interactive where I'll make a step, right, or show you a process, and I'm going to watch you do it and guide you through it as well until you get it right. And it keeps going and on until you get to the level that you feel that your music should be. So if you're really interested in that, all you have to do is click the link in the description below to fill up the form. And I want to let you know, please, one-on-one private lessons are not free, okay? They're not free. You're going to pay some money, which I'm sure you're going to get way more value for. So let's look at the drums, shall we? So for the drums, I used a lot of layers and percussions, right? For example, right here, this is my main rim shots, then a percussion, another percussion, then a kick sound. This is more like an piano kick, right? Then another percussion, almost like a rim shot. And then this is how it all sounds. So next, we look at this shaker right here. This shaker was gotten from Saz drum kit. That is Saz, the producer, the legendary Afrobeat producer, right? So this is how it sounds. I just used a portion of it, right? I didn't want to use the entirety of it, just a portion of it. This was the closest I could find to the shaker that I was using in the original song, all right? Because I didn't use a full length shaker. It was chopped into sections. All right, so this is how the drum loop sounds. Then right here we have the most significant part of the song, which is the chord progression, and this is how it sounds. And it was played with Cork Treating Extreme. Cork Treating Extreme has really great strings, and it was a string preset called Marcato Selli, right? All you have to do is come to the browse section, then come to your string section, and you see it right here, Marcato Selli. This was why I used to play the string for this song. So this is how it sounds with the drums. And now please do know that I transposed it, right? Because some of my tutorials, I see you guys complaining that you try to play the sounds, but it doesn't sound as in tone like what I'm playing. But I actually do transpose because I play in key C, so I transpose most of the remix that I do, or even the beats I make sometimes, I transpose it. So the original key for this song is E minor, right? And I transpose it to key C, all right? So it's transposed, and that's why you may need to transpose yours as well if you're trying to replicate this. So when I click here, you can see this is on F5, right? It's transposed. And then right here, we have our bass line, right? Bass line is really simple and at the same time, very melodious. Really percussive. And for the bass line, I use FM sub. It's also transposed. I used the FL Studio or Fruity DX10, right? It's a stock plugin that comes with FL Studio. I think it comes with all versions of FL Studio. There were no modifications to it. So this is how it sounds with the melodies and the drums. And then right here we have a choir section in the bridge. And for that, I used Omnisphere. These are the notes. I used Omnisphere for that. For Omnisphere, I used the Boys Choir Ooze F. I'm not sure if that's how it's actually supposed to be pronounced, but this is the preset I used to get it. And it sounds so close to the original in the song. I think this may even be the preset that was used in the original song. All right, so right here, it just loops all over again, but there's something interesting that comes in, which is a string, right? The strings that come in here. And this is how the strings sound. It's a really simple string. Now, I didn't play any of this with MIDI. These were all made with mouse. I clicked everything in, from the drums to the melodies to the chords. They were all with mouse. You don't always need a MIDI to make really good sounds or melodies, all right? What you really need to make great beat most times is good sound selection, right? And simple melodies. And you need to have a banger most of the time. You don't always need to create anything complicated with your MIDI, all right? So for the presets that I used to play the strings in this hook section was from Concreting Extreme, also Marcato Selli, right? Still the same preset that I used in the main chords, but just in a higher notes. You can see it's on a different octave, so it doesn't have all that weight that the main chords have. All right, so it also comes in right here again. As the verse, this is the verse where Wizkid actually sang from the second verse, right? And then that's just pretty much it. So now let's look at the structure of the song. So the structure of this song is really, really interesting, right? You have an intro, which is about 8 bars. And it plays with the drums, right? Then we have a very short first verse, which is just about 4 bars. Yeah, 4 bars. Then it goes into the hook, which also another 4 bars. Then we have a bridge for another 4 bars. Then we have an 8-bar verse, right? Then we have the hook again. Then we have a 16-bar verse for Wizkid. Then the hook again by Burna Boy. Then we have the bridge and the outro. And the outro was not, it just rides out. It's still an extension of the main beat. It's not a dedicated section for an outro. It just plays out. For example, listen. You know, you can easily still write on the outro like a verse if you like to write, but that's how the outro is. And this to show you that you don't always need to have a dedicated outro. Outro can just be an extension of your bridge, of your hook, of your verse, or whatever, right? So that's pretty much how the song structure comes together. And this project file will be available. All you have to do is download it from the link in the description below to get access to this project so you can understand it better. So if you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to leave a thumbs up so other people that need this video can easily find it right here on YouTube, so we can all make better music. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button to keep up with more of my tutorials. See you soon. Cheers.